All right, I have two sanders to talk about. They're kind of portable sanders, but mostly I like them to be used on this table because I'm going to turn it on, but I'm not going to leave it on. This table has built-in ventilation, so there's holes right here. And a fan, if you pull this switch, you can hear how it's pretty loud, but it's really good if you're sanding. So the first one is a random orbital sander. So it turns and it kind of vibrates at the same time. The other one is a belt sander. The belt sander is much like the belt sander on the random orbital, except you can hold it with your hand. This is really good if you're sanding really big things. Really, main thing that tends to happen is the cord will get caught somewhere in here and wound up and break. Won't really electrocute you, but then I have to fix cord. It does have a little bit of a kick, so I'll show you. When you're using it, it's pretty important to try and have it, whatever your work is, supported in some way, right? So let me get these cords out of here. The nice thing about this table is that it has built-in kind of rubber pads that'll hold the piece there. If I turn this on, there's a little safety, and there's also a speed indicator, and there's a way to lock it so it stays on, so I don't have to hold the trigger. So there's a trigger, but if I push and hold the trigger, and there's a button right here, as you can see, it's pretty aggressive. It already took off a good amount of the that layer. So it's kind of aggressive, but it does do a good job. I'm going to grab a pad for the random orbital sander, and that is, sometimes they are hard to find, but it's really easy to find them because they are all circular like this, and they have sort of a soft back because the orbital sander has kind of a Velcro-y bit right here. You want to try and line these holes up. If it's not perfect, it's not perfect. It's no big deal. So the sandpaper comes in different grits. The higher the grit number, the finer the sanding it is. So if you're sanding something from the start, you want to start with a low number, like maybe 80, and that's going to be pretty aggressive. And as you move up, you're going to start to make a really finely sanded thing. Now, sometimes you don't really care, and that's fine too. So I can plug it in here. This one, when you turn it on, there's a little switch right here. Now this sander, unlike the belt sander, is really aggressive. It'll take the skin off your knuckles. When this one's going, if you accidentally get yourself, you'll feel it, but it's not going to cut you or anything. I'm not saying to do it, but it won't damage you. So this one's really good for, same thing, trying to round things off, smooth things out. If you want precision, though, that's mostly done with a saw or a plane.